Hey everybody, it's Alex from Heavy New York back at the Gramercy Theater, and today we are here with Tom of Chelsea Grin. Thank you for your time, man.
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, it's so awesome to have you here. Eternal Nightmare, your latest record, is absolutely awesome. Let's just give a rundown on how the making of the record's been.
The whole time I was there was all last minute. Everything was done by, the rest of the band. Even 7 of the songs, I didn't write. David wrote them. Well, lyrically, I only got to write 3 of them.
Okay.
But I was all there last second. None of this was planned. It was just kind of by the skin of all of our teeth, really, just to see how it would work, and it worked out,
Yeah. Awesome. Now, being that, you came in last minute, as you said, when you joined Chelsea Grin, were you looking at the rest of the catalog and kind of adjusting your vocal style to that, or did the rest of the band kind of want you to bring a little bit of your own mix to Chelsea Grin?
We just kind of did what we felt like. Well, dude, it was only there for such a short amount of time, and I kind of did what I felt the song sounded like. There's a couple different screams on there, and we were bouncing ideas back of one another. We'd be like, oh, do you think you could do more of a throaty type thing right there, or you think you could do more of a shouty thing? You think that could make this part stand out a bit more? And we just tried it, and some things worked, some things didn't. Some things we tweaked, some things we left the way they were. But yeah, man, the whole time just working with these guys, it's been a new experience, or new from what I'm used to. Because with my other band, Lorna Shore, we used to basically be like, okay, you do drums, you do the guitar, and then you do the vocals, and it was all done in your own corners, and we'd come together and kind of see where the pieces would fall, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of how it was.
Yeah, I thought that this was a very important record for Chelsea Grin, because not only is it the first time they're getting a taste of your voice, but it's also the first time that Chelsea Grin only has one guitar player. So do you think that maybe have added a little bit of changes to their sound as well?
No. I think just because that they have one guitar player, I just think they wanted to have more, more fun live, I suppose. I can't really speak for them, I know that if there was another person, they'd still want to have a good time live and have a good time on stage and still be able to flex their craft without looking too, meh.
Yeah, as long as if the breakdowns are good, right?
The breakdowns, dude, Steven riffs. He has some sweet-ass riffs. The breakdowns are sick as well, but, for the next record, which is what I'm most excited for, is just to wow people. This whole... I feel like the whole chemistry with this group was so dope. We hang out, we chill, and it's just great. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine what it's like to be there together as a group to write. Yeah. Because if we are hanging out, there's no problems. It's sick. It's fun. So I can't imagine the writing process being any other different.
So we already have some songs written and stuff for the next record?
No, there's nothing songs written, but there's ideas. Steven is always doing shit, and I'm always writing, and it's good to keep your brain working, I guess. You want to stop and then be like, okay, well, it's time to write again, and expect to do something you're stoked on. If you don't consistently do something, then you're not gonna, I guess, have a polished product if you're just doing it once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's better when you're constantly working.
Definitely. Now, as you mentioned, you coming from Lorna Shore, what I was curious is, I feel like there's a lot of fans who love both Chelsea Grin and Lorna Shore. Was it a different mind frame in Chelsea Grin as opposed to when you were in Lorna Shore?
Well, yeah, Lorna Shore is death metal, way more death metal, way more uniform. Well, I wouldn't say uniform, but it was just fucking go, and we had a breakdown. It was out of nowhere, and that was sick, and people loved that. But it was very, very fast. And even for Chelsea Grin, like there's parts that are fast. Most of the songs that they play, there's something you can, even an entry level metal listener can be like, this is cool. You know, like I can understand this. This is like digestible. And I'm not saying Lorna Shore is not digestible, but for a brand new listener and they hear it, they could be very, you know, maybe like, whoa, this is a lot. Like, holy cow, this is, I don't know. Because when I first started listening to metal, I thought that shit was awesome. Yeah. But kids are different now. Yeah. You know, everybody likes different stuff. It's just, you know, times change.
A lot of people my age, their gateway metal band was like Linkin Park or Stained or something like that. And then, you know, then they move on to Goat Horse. So,
yeah,
you know.
Bro, there's kids that, you know, I had somebody ask me about a while ago. They were like, hey, have you ever heard of Infant Annihilator? I was like, what? Oh my God. Like, what is that? And I checked it out. I was like, holy fuck.
The Grand Evil Then Galliarch, that record?
Dude, the band in general, they're just insane. It's just so much craziness that's going on, and it's like that's a beginner band for people. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like holy shit, that's so crazy it's just so much to process. So I don't know. I just feel like things have definitely changed. Definitely. With metal.
Definitely. Now, one thing I was really curious about is for you as a vocalist, did you, because, you know, you have great vocal technique, but you also have you also have to focus on lyrics. Do you need to like hear music to come up with lyrics, or does a lyrical concept ever determine like the outcome of the music sometimes?
I literally need to hear it. I can write, and it's fun to write, and it's good to, like I said before, it's good to constantly do something to get your shit, you know, keep it nice and sharp. But when you hear the music, your mind could go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because it could give you any, like, I don't know how to put it. Like, when I hear a part, I'm like, holy shit, that reminds me of X, Y, and Z. I would love to write about this for this song. Just from hearing one part and just where it takes my mind. It's like a movie. Like, you hear a crazy part in, like, Star Wars, and you're like, oh, it can paint that scene for you because you can remember just from the music. So when I hear something, I'm like, okay, this is so much easier for me to do. So yeah, totally, hearing music definitely helps me write a lot easier.
Yeah. And I mean, Chelsea Grin's music, I mean, you want to, you know, they're labeled as deathcore or whatever and stuff, but like, you know, a song like Requiem is very different from a song like Don't Ask, Don't Tell, which I know are older songs, but like, you know, I feel like Chelsea Grin, you know, has had many different vibes behind their music. Do you feel like different emotions on stage depending on like what song you're singing?
Truly, bro. I was thinking the other night, like, I was so tired and I just wasn't feeling it that day, and I was ready to play the show, and I was just like, I just wasn't feeling it. And bro, the second I went on stage, it was like, it's like a switch, like a second person ends up like, it's insane. I can't explain it. Yeah. I literally, there's a moment where I was just like, holy crap, I feel like I don't want to do anything. And the second the first part starts, I'm like doing what I got to do. And it's weird, man. Music has a crazy power, I feel like. And that's why I feel like so many people are so passionate about certain artists, especially in the metal scene, bro. Like hella people are hella elite and they're elitist. And it's like, you say, oh, deathcore, referring back to what you said before. And it's like, bro, if you ask me, all this shit is the same. Maybe one band does one thing different and they have that signature sound. Like, for instance, Rings of Saturn, they sound like aliens. You know what I mean? Is that space fucking deathcore? No. No, it is not. No, motherfucker, it is not. That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Now, they're death metal, or they're about aliens? Yeah, but I don't know. I hate
the subgenres.
I hate that shit more than anything.
The periodic table of subgenres.
It's like, dog, what the fuck are you even talking about? I understand what this band sounds like. You don't gotta put this shit. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And then, like, even Lorna Shore, people are like, oh, this is blackened black and deathcore. I'm like, bro, we were a fucking heavy metal band, and we just, I guess there's parts that sounded like it, but I just don't get it. Yeah. I understand that people say, oh, but Tom, you're wrong. You need those genres to subjugate everything and have people be able to find them or whatever the fuck. Bro, give me the band name, and that's all you need. Can you imagine back in the day when it was like Ozzy Osbourne? You think they were like, oh, Ozzy has a sludgy down tempo? It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. You know the band name.
Well, you go back to metal history. Metal was originally a subcategory of rock, and then then metal came, and then they were like, okay, now we got thrash metal, then we got death metal, then black metal, then technical death metal, then
I get that, and that's fine. Things change. I get it. You have that, but when there's just, bro, we are all doing the same thing. Yeah. Where everyone, what's the new thing? Everyone's playing fucking 30 strings now, whatever it is their kids are doing.
Harps.
Whatever it is, bro, it's like, sick. We're all in a metal band or heavy band. Even like, okay, I get it, speed metal or heavy metal, whatever. But I hate it. Yeah. Kids got to stop this shit. Stop it. Mm-hmm. Cut it out. Enjoy it.
It's the best when somebody makes up a word and just adds core at the end of it, and then you look on Wikipedia and there's maybe 2 bands in that quote-unquote subgenre. It's the funniest thing ever.
Bro, I remember, I don't know how many years ago it was, but when people were like Gen, and I was like, oh yeah, that's like a genre of music, right? I guess I didn't know too much about it, and they're like, apparently it stemmed from the noise the guitar made when it chugged. I was like, Gen. I was like, oh wow, that does make sense. And yeah, that's the tone.
Periphery does that, but there's so much more to their music than just the dun 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 dun.
But does that make it Gen?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're gonna go way over our interviewing time if we continue brain picking that.
Dude, honestly, it's crazy. I love this genre so much, and I feel so proud to do what I do, and it's sick, and I'm so grateful for every opportunity I ever get and every band I ever get to share the stage with or be on the road with or anything. But if there's one thing I could change, man, bro,
the periodic table of subgenres.
Not even that, bro. I just wish everybody was just more unified. You look at the hip hop culture, bro, and everybody listens to everybody. And yeah, you'll have your people who'll be like, blah, 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 spits harder than blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, no one is being like, I'm not listening to blah, blah, blah because of blah, blah, blah. It's like, dog, I love that artist too. That's so cool. With metal, I feel like everybody's so caught up with who their favorite band is or who does what better or who, and it's just so crazy to me. It's like, dude, everybody's so talented. Everybody is so sick, and if everybody has the balls to go and play, why not give everybody respect? And granted, there's bands that are different, but why the fuck would you care if they're different?
In the end, they're loud, aggressive forms of music, and all metal is very honest to me. I think that's what matters.
Truly, bro, all music is great. It takes a special person, I feel, to go up in front of anybody and do anything. Comedian, musician, I don't know. I just wish everybody was more loving. I wish everybody just was cooler. But at the same time, it's like, stop with the subgenre shit. That shit's stupid as fuck.
Absolutely. So before we go, I want to thank you so much for your time today. I know it's the hometown show, so you probably got a lot of friends and family here today.
Bruh, I think my sister's just coming here.
Okay.
And that's it, but either way.
Is there just anything else with Chelsea Grin in terms of tours or new music or stuff that you would like to promote or any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Bro, these parts are always hard for me because it's always like a surplus of things that I want to talk about.
And that some of them you're not allowed to announce yet.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything I will say, I appreciate everybody who's given Chelsea Grin the love. I feel like I've been feeling nothing but good things, and the band's been feeling nothing but good things, and we're all so grateful for it. And I know that I just joined the band. And it's like, bro, I'm not Alex. I'm well aware of that. I know a lot of people have, they have a huge soft spot for that shit. And it's like, bro, how could you not? The guy's been in the band for forever. But I don't want to go on a rant, but I appreciate it. And I think it's sick that even the old Chelsea Grin heads are giving me love, and it's just like all I'm here to do is play music and have a good time. And I hope you guys continue to enjoy the stuff that we put out, and we're just gonna continue to stay true to what we enjoy doing, and that's putting out just heavy fucking music for everybody to enjoy.
Awesome. Well, Tom, thank you for your time.
Of course.
Everybody, Tom of Chelsea Grin, Eternal Nightmare. Pick that shit up if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time on Heavy New York.